Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today is our podcast number 98. It's the 22nd of August 2024, and before we get started, I'd just like to wish our friend Sally over at Nanny Moon's Crochet a very happy birthday. Hip hip hooray. Sally, I hope your year ahead is filled with good health and joy. We all know they're the most important things in life. I do know that you've got some sore ribs at the moment, so I hope they heal very, very quickly. Enjoy your cake and your family time. Now, today I have a few things to share with you of my very own. Of course, some life at the end, and of course, the highlight will be everybody's makes, and we have quite a few to get through. So we shall always get started for a while to go yet, I believe, with our Tile of the Week Thursday blanket edition. So let me just pop my clipboard and marker down. Now, for those of you that may not remember or have just joined us, this book here, 100 Crochet Tiles, was gifted to our friend Sam over at Manfors Makes, and she made each and every tile. Now, a lot of us joined in, and if you put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, you'll see all the tiles that have been made. But then we got to the end of the book, so we had to do something with the tiles. Well, I felt like I had to do something with them because I really wanted to have a little memory keepsake of this journey that we all embarked on together, and boy has it been fun along the way. Now I have to say that while I've been looking at the tiles individually, I have discovered that we did make some very, very pretty tiles. Now I have my blanket sitting here and I've got a little comment to make about that, which I think most of you will agree with. But look, we did such a variety of stitches, and I learned so much along the way. As I was saying to you, through the weeks, I learned how to pattern read so much better, how to read a chart or a graph, and it was just so good that I had that opportunity. But also to, things like tapestry crochet, work with it even more so, mosaic crochet, 2 different styles, and making different shapes at different times as well, so they weren't all just squares. So it gave me that opportunity to actually grow as a crocheter. So although some of the squares were quite frustrating at times, in the end I realized that they were actually beneficial for me. So well, what do they say, everything in life happens for a reason. I think this crochet along, the organic crochet along as Sam calls it, the reason behind it all I think was to challenge ourselves, and I really did get that out of it. But as I'm putting the tiles together now, the squares every week, I'm remembering how many beautiful tiles we made along the way. Even the frustrating ones turned out to be lovely. So I have made one panel to go across the blanket from last week, and then another one that I've started on. I haven't quite put it on. Now I just join them with slip stitches in the back, picking up the back and the front loop from each square. And then that way in the front, it's got such a nice seamless, can you see that guys? Like quite a nice join. Now this one here was a tapestry crochet one, mosaic crochet, tapestry and mosaic. And I think that's a beautiful strip. I don't know what you guys think, but I have to say that, okay, I have to say that this blanket is going to be a blanket that only a mother could love. What do I mean by that? Together, it's quite an ugly blanket, but individually, when you look at all the pieces, it brings so much love and joy to my heart that I can't help but love it. So I know that you've all been very, very kind, and along the way been saying how beautiful it is, but it's okay to say that it's beautiful ugly. Let's call it that. So I'm going to be adding this panel to the top. And then I've just started with the bottom, like the panel to go to the bottom so far. But I needed to put a border around this one just to make it a little bit bigger. So again, this is a tapestry crochet. How beautiful is that? This one is a mosaic. I didn't have to do anything to that one, so that'll be joined to that one. This one again is a tapestry mosaic, and I had to put a little border on it just to make it easier to connect them with no gaps. And again, lucky last for that strip is this mosaic one. So oops, no, there's one, no, that's the other one. So this one, as I said, will be going on the top, and those 4 when I connect them on the bottom. And you did see the blanket last week, guys, but I'll just give you another little look for those that may have missed it. Now I think this is the top. If not, it doesn't really matter, does it? So there's that panel there with all the different squares, the giant family ones in the middle, and then the other one down there. So like I said, it isn't the prettiest blanket, but it is going to be one of my favorites. So let me just pop it up there for now. Now for all of those, I am using, or I did use, my Marvel 8 ply or DK weight 100% acrylic yarn, and I'm joining them with a white, and I have used a 5mm hook throughout, and I am using that to join the squares. So I'm going to continue to do that. I have had a little bit of less time this week to crochet, but I will let you know at the end when it comes to the live part why. But in saying that, I did manage to get some. Oh, and I've got it sitting over there and I just saw it. All the hexagon squares, or the majority of them, I've pieced them together to try to make a cushion cover. So let's see how we go with that, because I thought individually or to make a bag, I didn't really know what to do with them, but I think they're going to make a pretty cushion cover. So leave that with me for a while and we'll see how we go with that. And as soon as if it's done, or if I change my mind, I'll let you know. So that's it, guys. That was how we always start. But what comes up next? Sharing your makes. Look at my face, I'm smiling so much, and I cannot wait to showcase each and every one for you. Now, some will be on the iPad, but the majority I have been able to print out. So let me bring them across here. Now, our friend Shirley, she has been busy making her boggy blankets. And let me tell you, to date, she tells us that she's made 18 so far. That is unbelievable, Shirley. Well done. And I'm sure you'll probably double that number before the end. I think it's February next year that we have to have them all in by. So this is the first one that I'm going to share with you. And this is a corner to corner. The yarn is Big Twist, multi. Hold on, have I got the right blanket here? Okay, so I may have put the wrong yarn on the back. So let me just find the right one, because I've got it. No, I've done the right thing. Look at me, I'm all over the place. So this one here is a gorgeous C2C blanket. Apologies, Shirley, backtrack. Here is the gorgeous yarn here that you've used, this puzzle yarn. And it's called Sunrise Ombre. Absolutely stunning. So let me just show you up close, guys. Look at that, the color changes and what beautiful colors are in that blanket. So that's the first one, off to Boggy Creek. Now the next one is a beautiful ripple wave stitch blanket. Look at all these beautiful colors. And Shirley does tell us that these colors remind her of the sea. Absolutely gorgeous. And that yarn that you just saw the yarn label there, so this is the blanket in total. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Now this is the yarn, Shirley used 3 cakes of the yarn, which is the Knitting Network Emu Funfair DK. The colorway is Dodgems. Look at all those beautiful colors in there, browns and blues and creams. And I'm not sure what size hook, but I'm guessing for a DK, either a 5 or a 6mm. Absolutely gorgeous. Now the next one is another corner to corner granny stitch blanket. Look at this one, it's so beautiful. And the yarn is Red Heart Biddy Stripes in the colors Sunset Beach and Soft White. And here's the yarn here for you guys. And up close the stitch there. Beautiful. And this is another blanket that Shirley made. That sits on her bed. So this one isn't going off to Boggy Creek. I think Shirley deserves to keep one for herself. Now this is a velvet yarn that Shirley used, and all of this is this beautiful purple blanket, purple, best color Shirley, is all the single crochet, so US terminology, in the back loop, and then the border, so she's got it up here close, it's quite a wide border, once again in the same stitch. So that is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for sharing that with us, Shirley, and all of those other gorgeous blankets going to such a beautiful cause. Now our friend Thea has been very, very busy as always, and she has sent in some of her makes for us. Now right here you'll see this is called the Jada's Collar, and it's by our friend Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. How pretty is that? And that is Thea's daughter modeling that. Very, very pretty colors in that one. And then Thea has bought a magazine, and it's called, where is it? Your Crochet and Knitting magazine, and she made Rapunzel and also Goldilocks. So here's Rapunzel here. So that's the one in the magazine, and that's her one there. And she also did Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. And what she would like to do is buy some little storybooks and put them together with amigurumis as little gifts for children. What an amazing idea. I love that. Thea, absolutely gorgeous. Now she also made the Wolverine, is by Northalia, and Deadpool, the red one, is by Loop T-loops, and they're both patterns on Pinterest. Very, very cute. I'm sure some children will love those. And then Thea made this rhino. Now, I'm calling him the rainbow rhino because look at the gorgeous colors that she used. Now, he comes from a pattern, and you can see it down there. I actually have that booklet too. It's from the Crochet Society, and it's got a few different toys in there. I actually made the rabbit. I don't know if you guys remember that. Thea does say that she feels her wolf looks like her rhino looks like a wolf, but I think he looks awesome. You can tell he's a rhino. Very, very nice. Thank you for sharing him, Thea. And then she sent me this little cat head. Look at this. He comes with a story. So this is a fluffy cat head made with faux fur, so fake fur yarn. It's for her 14-year-old daughter who is cat mad. And this little cat head lives on her computer desk, keeping the mouse from playing up. I just love that. Very, very cute. I like the little red bow in its hair as well. And now Thea's made, for all us SpongeBob fans, and I certainly am, she made Patrick. Now, Patrick to me, Patrick the starfish, for those of you that don't know, looks like a sumo wrestler. Now, this is going to be a close your eyes if you're sensitive to G-strings or thongs, guys, because we're going to see a little bit of butt action here. Look at that. So that's the back of Patrick. Absolutely gorgeous. And this one is the pattern. Here it says, just another mum's yarn. And he's a key ring. Oh, right. I read that earlier and I forgot. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Thea, for sending them through into us. Now, we've got a couple on our iPads. So our friend Sandy, Aussie Sandy, she sent in. Let me show you here. Let me get it as big as I can. Oh, wow. Look at this gorgeous little fellow here. So that's a little lovey. Now, Sandy made up the bear, and the lovey is the pattern by Z from Zelda NRJ3. I think most of us use that pattern. I certainly do. He is adorable with his little crocheted embroidered face. And then this one here, let me try to get it as large as I can. Oh, there we go, guys. Love this one here. So this is like the turtle memory game or matching game, as Sandy says to us. And she made it for her daughter, for the children at her childcare centre, because she's the director there. So those little children are going to have so much fun playing with this. That is so awesome. So thank you so much for sending them in to us, Sandy. And then next we have our friend Liza. Now, Liza has been very, very busy as always, and she's brought in a variety of things for us today. Oops. Wow. I'm yet to do these, guys. Some crocheted socks. And Liza said that she used her Clover and More hook 2.5 millimeter. And the yarn that she used, I'm sorry for the glare from the light. There we go. Look at those colors. It's Regia, R-E-G-I-A, 75% wool and 25% nylon yarn. Absolutely gorgeous. One day I'm going to make socks, guys. Maybe I should start in the summertime to have them ready for the winter time. Now, I won't show you that one yet. I'll show it to you next. And here we are here. I love these. Oh, there we go. And Liza made some towel toppers with wooden rings. Absolutely gorgeous. I do remember she bought that yarn not long ago, but I can't remember the name of it. But the colors are so pretty. So thank you for sending them through to us, Liza. Absolutely love them. So I'll pop that down because I've got one more thing to show you a little bit later. So there everybody's makes for this week. I have to tell you that I have also received, so that people don't think that I've received them, so many entries. So I'm not going to show you what's in there, guys, to our hashtag Crochet Through the Decades Cal 2024. So please keep them coming, guys, before the end of the month. They need to be here by the 31st of August, Sydney, Australia time. And a couple of days after that, what I'll do is I'll show them all, but it'll be anonymous. I won't tell you who's made what. And then that way, everyone gets to vote. Because one of the components of the CAL is that not only do you get an entry in one jar for all or basket for entering for that month, but there'll be one winner from each month, even though we're all winners. And it's, you know, it's not about that. It's just a bit of fun. every entry, I don't want you to know who's made them. So that way there's no bias attached to them. And then that way you can all vote. And a few days after that, I'll let you know who the winner is, or at the next podcast. And that person, the winner for that month, will go into the other jar or little basket. And then at the end, we'll have 2 to draw from, 2 winners. So thank you so much, everyone that has sent them in. I have received them all. I'll tell you what, guys, there's some people thinking along the same lines and some people that have got something very, very different. So I'm very, very excited to see what other makes you guys send. And I will leave these until the end of the month when I collect them all together, and then we'll do a little video of that so we have an opportunity to see them all and also vote. So I'm going to pop that down there. So I thought I'd better let you know that I have received them. They're sitting there very safe and sound. So what have I been working on? Okay, well, let's just start off with the cow hashtag Amigurumi World Tour 2024, and all of those makes come out of this Whimsical Stitches book. Now this is hosted by our lovely friend Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After. Now Cassandra came up with this brilliant idea to send 2 of these books around the world, one to the USA and one international, and eventually it's going to travel down to myself as well, and I cannot wait. I'm going to be the lucky last one, so whatever project is left, I'm going to have to suck it in and make it. So we shall see what it is when it arrives. But I have made 2 from the book. Thea has made some, and so has Liza, so I'll show you theirs as well. So the 2 that I had to catch up on, and let me tell you, I was stumped on this bunny until... It's funny how things happen. Cassandra put out a video, how to attach ears and heads to bodies. Let me tell you, if you haven't seen those and you're having any difficulty, or if not, just go and have a look at her techniques. They're amazing. So I almost showed you the rabbit without showing you the bunny here. So we had to make this bunny. And I have to tell you, last week when you saw him, I did tell you that my favorite part was the carrot, and it still is. But here he is here. I finally finished him, embroidered his eyes. And I'll talk to you about this little stand in a minute. So how gorgeous did he turn out? Let me pop him down for a moment. And we also had to make a tomato, or tomatoes if you wished, but I made a tomato. Oops. There you go, guys. And here's my tomato here. I don't put faces on my food unless, of course, it's the donuts, which you'll see in a minute. So I think that turned out pretty cute. There you go. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, I'm going to pop the food up there and my donuts up there. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've bought a couple of little things to, start putting them on. This is actually a cupcake. This one here is for cupcakes, a cupcake stand. And this one here is for the bathroom, that you hook over the shower and the shower head, and you pop in, your shampoo, conditioner, and what have you. But I thought it was perfect for that. So they'll be going up there very, very shortly. I'm not sure if we know what the next one is for the international book to make, but I will go onto Cassandra's community page and make sure that I have a look. So if you guys haven't been following along, please do so, because even Lauren Espy, who is the designer of all these amigurumis, is following along. And if you put in the hashtag, you'll be able to see all of the makers, that have been joining in, like YouTube creators. Now, these are all of the ones that Thea made. So she's caught up most of them. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. I don't know where I should look first. I love your bunny colors. I just love them all. Gorgeous. So thank you, Thea, for sharing those with us. And Liza made the little jellyfish. Love the colors that you chose as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, the next cow that I'm joining in, which I'm having a lot of fun with as well, and I think that this is my favorite one. So our friend Sally over at Nanny Moon's Crochet, she's got the hashtag Crochet Donut Cow 2024, and we're using this book here, Crochet Donut Buddies. And each week what Sally does is she pulls out of her big drawstring bag a big ball, colored ball, and on that it says which one is next. And did I tag the next one? Knowing me, I probably haven't, but that's okay. If you go and visit Sally, you'll be able to find out for yourself there. Otherwise, hopefully I'll have it to bring it to you next week. Now let me show you in here. The one that we had to make this week was this little crab. And I think this one has been my favorite one to date. Now I didn't do the little legs here that are little tubes, because they were like 4 single crochet, and there was no way I could do that, guys. But what I have done instead, I think turned out okay. But here it is here. I'm using little goggly eyes. I love the starfish on there. Now for all of them, I'm using my Spot Saver 100% acrylic 10-ply yarn, and we use it various hooks. I'm using the same yarn. I've actually got 2 huge bags here for the Whimsical Stitches book and this Crochet Donut Buddies book. But for this one, we use a 4mm hook, just like the other cowl, but we've also used 3.5mm and 3mm. So you do use a variety of hooks on these ones. But how cute did this one turn out? Can you see the goggly eyes there? Now, because I'm not going to be gifting these to children, I didn't think there was any issue just gluing them on. And this one's going to be popped up there with its other friends. Let's see, can we get it in? There. That'll do for now. Now, Thea also has bought the book and joined in, and here are the donuts that she's made to date. And I think her daughter, Little Miss 9, is making the dinosaur one for Thea's grandson. Can't wait to see that one as well. So thank you so much, Sally, for hosting this very fun crochet along. I have been having a lot of fun. And as I said, guys, although I always say I don't put eyes on my food, I think these donut buddies really need them. Now, the next amigurumi I'm going to show you is this tiny, 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 tiny seal. And here was a request from my friend's son, and he wanted just something very little to hold. He is in kindy, so he's all of 5 or 6 years old. And this is a pattern by All From Jade on YouTube, and it's just called the Baby Seal. Look at those giant eyes. Love him very, very much. He's made with, again, the Spot Saver 10-ply yarn, and he was made with a 3.5mm hook, and I think he turned out absolutely gorgeous. Now, I was going to make 2 of these, so he'll be gifted tomorrow. One for his sister as well, but I think she's changed her mind. I'm not sure what little animal she wants, so we shall have to wait and see. But Julian, this is coming to you tomorrow. I hope you love him as much as I loved making him. Now, as I look across at my little bunny, I realise I didn't talk to you about this stand. So these stands here, I discovered these on Amazon. You get a pack of 12 for just under $20, and they are adjustable. So this bit here, you can, push it up and down depending on how high your doll or whatever animal you've made. Now, it does come in 3 pieces. So 1, 2, and 3 pieces. They just snap in together. Just made of a hard plastic, very lightweight. When I put Freddie, Freddie on this, the one that Thea had made for my son, and then the Pokemon, if you remember the Pikachu, he doesn't fit around this. But all I did was not put that bit on, and I just tied a little bit of yarn around. So you can still use it for chubbier, little, like let's say, for example, if I wanted this one to stand up or to sit here like that, you could still, tie it around with a bit of yarn that, is a bit invisible because you use the same color yarn. But these are a great buy, guys, if you're looking for them, because I only remember, the metal ones from when we had the porcelain dolls, and that when I remember when my daughter was growing up, I had a few of those. But this is a great alternative. So that's where I found them on Amazon. So if you're interested in buying some, that's where you can get some. So that was that, guys. Now, with the Tile of the Week Thursday, the blanket that I'm making, I did use the circle. So one of the weeks we made a circle tile, and I just popped it in a ring, an 8-inch or 20-centimeter ring. The only thing I have to do with this one is put a little hook, because I have started putting them up on the wall. So that one there is another one from Tile of the Week Thursday, and that one over there I made, and I finally hung up the stitch markers that were gifted to me, and I'm so happy that I was able to do that. So I'm hoping to put out a few more, because our friend Julie over at Case Mum Crochets, her wall looks amazing. So for now, I'll put some up there, and hopefully, I'm not sure if Raylene can see all the stitch markers, but they're definitely all up there. I'm not sure if they'll stay up, because the suction cup that I used and some blue tack might not stay up here as it gets warmer, so I'll have to find something more permanent, maybe actually drill a hook into the wall, but we'll see how we go. I just want to be able to position them nicely, because you know I do like to change my display on occasion, so maybe I don't want it to be that permanent, but we'll see how we go. So that was another, you know, one of the tiles that I used, which I think is a very pretty one actually. So there it is. It's on here now. Someday I will hang it up, and I'm sure it'll make the wall look even prettier. So I think that that's it, guys. Let me get my clipboard and my glasses and my marker, because I do not want to miss out on anything. So tick, tick, tick. We've done the baby seal. We've done that. Oh, okay. Now I'll talk to you about what videos I've put out through the week in case you've missed them, because I think they were good ones and I would hate for you not to know what was going on. So any of you that would like to know what is inside this book here, Amigurumi Friends, before you go and purchase it, if it's on your, you know, wanting to buy list, I did a little look through together. So that's a really good one. I really enjoyed bringing that to you. And I've got one ready to go. So all of our friends, fans, this will be coming out to you next week. So that's the one that I put out. If you're into the knitting machine makes, don't forget to watch episode 2, because something very, very sweet and gorgeous will be shown to you. And what else did I have? Oh, yarn of the month. So please go and see yarn of the month, see what that yarn was to work up like, and also what yarn of the month will be for September. So make sure you go and see those, guys, if you haven't already done so, of course. And then lucky last, we have some life news, family news. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag this week. As I touched on earlier on, I've had a little bit of a busy week on Monday and today, so Monday and Thursday. I spent the majority of the days in the eye clinic with my mum. She's okay, guys, do not worry about her, but she's been booked in for cataract surgery, and since we went in on the 15th of July and they told us it'd be 2 to 3 month wait, which we are very blessed to live in Australia. We have amazing hospitals and doctors, but you know, being a public patient there is a waiting list. But my concern was that the deterioration or the acceleration of the cataract in the right eye. Now my mum has zero vision there and limited in the other one, so I was very concerned about her safety. She not so much as me, so she's a very funny one. She is so independent, but I need her to be safe. So the outcome was, after extensive testing and, you know, testing everything today, again, they did conclude that she has to be pushed up to the priority of the list, like at the very top. So I'm hoping within the next month we'll be able to get her in. The frustration for me is that I have no control over this. So at least now I can put a little plan into place, and I have had discussions with my mum to keep her safe, so rest assured. So that's taken up a little bit of time, but it's all good. The outcome will be fine. Sooner than later, she will be able to have her surgery and see 100% again. Now, the newlyweds are home. We are very happy to report that they had an awesome time, but after a month in Greece, they were happy to be home in Australia. And when I say home, they went straight to their little home, the granny flat. So that was awesome. They've been setting up in there. You know, I need an appointment to go and knock on the door, and it's all very, very good. It's about boundaries and respect, and I just love that. But as I said to them, you can come into the big house anytime you want, and let me tell you, they do. So it's awesome. So we were able to catch up with them all of Saturday. Then they went over on Sunday, caught up with other family and friends, and now they've just settled back into work. But let me show you the souvenirs we got, because let me tell you, we all like a souvenir, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I love aprons. So this is a nice apron, and they're both from Crete. So the island of Crete, for those of you that may know. So there's a gorgeous little apron to add to my collection. But wait till you see this. So Crete is known for its turtles. And I got a little turtle, a little amigurumi turtle with the eye. Now, you know, these kids know me very, very well. And I must say that I did get a couple of videos from them from the different islands that they toured with, all the yarn shops. And they just showed me all the things that were in there. Actually, maybe I can share them with you next week. So that's it, guys. When I got this, I said, that's it. That's all I wanted. So this little turtle, which we'll have to name anyway, so I'll name him something, sits with me in my bedroom on my iPad of an evening. But I might have to have him sit up here with his other friends now. So there you go, guys. They're my souvenirs. But the best gift of all was them coming home. So that's wonderful. And the other thing I want to share with you, this weekend I will be spending Sunday evening with my family because it is my birthday weekend. So hip hip hooray to me, guys. I can't believe another year, 1 year closer to 60. So I'm very grateful and very blessed to have gotten to this age, and I have so much love surrounding me and so much joy that I cannot be more grateful. So thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for, sharing your lives with me, your crochet with me, with us, because it is us here. We do have a beautiful community, and I'm so very blessed to say that every week. When I think of all of us, when I read your comments, when I read your emails, I say it time and time again, and it comes from the heart. I feel the warmth. So thank you so very, very much. You couldn't ask for a better birthday present, right? So I hope you're all keeping well. It's certainly getting warmer here. Spring is in the air. We've only got a couple more weeks and it'll be September, and I cannot wait. Spring and autumn are my favourite seasons of the year, so I'm really looking forward to that. So until I see you all very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.